Good afternoon. Welcome to the tea table. I am with Ellie.
Hi, everybody.
Ellie Ann Shoemaker, and she's my granddaughter. And we are doing today a special tea for graduation.
Yep.
And Ellie, what did you just graduate from?
I graduated from Tumwater High School, and in 4 days, I'll finally be getting my AA in biology certification from SPSCC as well.
And for people that don't know, SPSCC.
South Puget Sound Community College.
Yes, so she has been in a program called Running Start that Washington State offers. And she is not just completing high school, but starting out with an AA degree. And you're going to college?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to Seattle Pacific University starting this fall.
Oh, wonderful. And you're going in as a junior. Can you imagine? Not only that, Ellie, what was your final GPA?
Probably around like a 3.9 with the unweighted. I took a lot of honors, so if that was weighted, I think it'd be pretty high up there, which is kind of fun.
Isn't that great? And so you show us your gold cords.
Okay.
And tell us what they mean. Tell us what your cords mean.
Let's see here. Well, the gold cord is just for Tumwater honors. And then this cord right here means that I did Running Start through SPSCC. And then this cord right here means that I had honors for SPSCC as well. So
not only honors in high school, but like probably a magna cum laude in college. And that's incredible because what are you studying?
I'm studying biology and like chemistry and all the sciences.
Because you're hoping to go into...
I'm hoping to go into marine biology or environmental science.
Wow. Now, you who have been with the Tea Talk for a long time, you remember Ellie came before she went on a mission trip to Dominican Republic. And can you say that?
The Galapagos.
Galapagos. She went for an environmental...
humanitarian trip.
Yes.
Yeah, environmental science kind of there too. So.
And then she went to
Greece. I went to Greece and Turkey. Yeah. Lots of traveling.
This girl has traveled, but she loves the biology and she loves nature. She's a climber. She climbs mountains. So that is now show us these other wonderful.
Okay. These are really fun. So I've done soccer since I was 4 years old, and my mom used to coach me and doing just recreational soccer in the area. And this last year, like my very last season for spring, I decided I just wanted to do it one more time since I wouldn't be able to again. And I joined a team that is with some people I've known for a long time, and they were so sweet, and it's one of my favorite teams I've ever been part of. And my coaches were at my graduation because I graduated with their daughter, and they made this for me. And they gave me this necklace too, which was super, super sweet. And they're Samoan, and they were like describing to me how it was like.
Look at what's on these are dollar bills.
It's really fun. I
wow,
really like the design.
Dollar bills, and then they made this.
They gave it to me. I think that's just a basic, but yeah. So they gave that to me. It's just kind of like a really sweet like
hookah beads, and
like you're part of our family, and like just representing how like all of us are together, and Jesus is the string that holds us all together. It was just like super sweet, and it meant a lot to me. And I have like photos of the dad giving them to me and me getting like really excited, so it meant a lot to me. So
and they gave you a candy one?
Yeah, some other people gave me a candy one too, so
yes,
it's fun. But yeah.
And then tell about the girl, the actual girl, the daughter. How many did she get?
Yeah, my friend Ulale, she got like tens and tens of, she got so many of them. She was standing there, and she had her whole family, and then lots and lots of other people in her life were there too, and like she just was the one. Everyone else was kind of running around to each other and taking photos with all their friends. She stood in one place covered in all of her leis and decorations and everything people gave her, and everyone would just come up to her and cycle between who was staying next to her because she had so much, and it was so great to see that for her. So it was really fun.
It's so beautiful. They are such generous people. I know the Samoans because the seminary that my husband has taught at for 20 years and I graduated from, which I'm wearing my degree, we had some Samoans and they would come. I have never seen support. It would not be just their family, but their immediate family. It would be their extended family and their church family, and they would fill 2 or 3 pews and give the candy out. You know, such community, such beautiful support when someone works really hard. You have worked really hard, Ellie. You're still working.
Yep.
You have one more test?
Yeah, one more test, one more quiz, one more assignment.
Oh,
and
there's
then
always
I'm done.
one more.
Just one more.
Wow, I'm so proud of you, Ellie. You've done such, and we wanted to honor all the graduates, and because this is again the power of one. I talk on this Tea Talk a lot of time of the power of one. A soccer coach, one man that influences so many people. You know, a teacher, a piano teacher. And when I attended your graduation, it was a beautiful graduation, very traditional. They walked into pomp and circumstance.
It was so hard,
the
guys.
choirs.
It was so hard.
It was.
To go in
They
took a
walked
little
in
bit of
fours
practice.
and they rehearsed. It was very orderly. They
All looking at our feet.
and the orchestra and band played the national anthem. The choir sang. It was beautiful. Very impressed.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I noticed that many of the teachers and the faculty, they were wearing hoods. What I'm wearing is a hood. And if you do a master's degree, you get a hood, a master's hood. And then if you get a doctoral degree, you get another hood. Or in this case, the hood gets turned over. And I'll show you in a minute. But I noticed that one of my favorite hoods many of your teachers had, and it's baby blue, which symbolizes education. Each of the hoods have symbolism, and because mine is theology, my hood, this is red, but then inside is, whoops, I'll just show you. It's beautiful. It's a purple and gold. And so when I first got my master's, this was the side I wore.
Okay.
And then it was turned, and it's kind of confusing if you try to read online. There are so many traditions with hoods, but 100 years ago, in a school like Harvard or Yale or Oxford or any of the schools, a professor did not teach without his hood.
Oh,
His
that's
hood
interesting.
is like his uniform. Like, you know, a policeman has a uniform, a nurse has a uniform. Well, this is the nonverbal communication, telling people what you've worked for and what you are and what you represent.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know that there are any schools now. Perhaps maybe Eton, that's the boys' school in England, but I know in the movie Mr. Chips, and that's made in the 30s, he always puts, it's a boys' school in England, always puts his gown and his cap. This is a doctoral cap, and the hood. And so, hood is kind of an interesting word because this Sunday we have Father's Day.
Oh yeah, yes we do.
So we want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Very important. And you hear of fatherhood, motherhood. Well, what that means is that's their position. It's like a position of honor that they have earned through having a child, you know? It's really, yeah. Well, so Ellie, you're excited to go on to next fall, right?
Yes, so excited. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm really ready for all of the next big steps, definitely.
And nice you have a summer break.
Yes.
And I know SPU is on the quarter system, so I know they don't start till the end of September. So you're going to get a nice long break.
Yes, so close. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if you haven't gotten your tea yet, please pause and get your tea. And this is Ellie. I'm going to call this Ellie Blue.
That is a very Ellie Blue.
She's an artist, and you know she loves color. And this is such. Aren't these cups the most beautiful blue?
No, I really do like those. It's reminding me of Greece. I love that.
That's what I was thinking. Yes, and the tray has lemons on it. I can't turn the tray, but isn't it? It really matches nicely. Okay, well, I will pour out for Ellie first. You need a cup of tea. You have had a big day already. Every day is big, isn't it? You schedule a lot. You like a little cream?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
And this girl schedules a lot into her day, don't you, Ellie?
Definitely.
Where are you going from here?
From here, I go to my best friend Adriana's house, and she had her graduation party next week, and I have one of my graduation parties tomorrow, and so I'm borrowing some of the old decorations from hers to put up at mine as well. And then I go to a girls group, and then I go to the gym. So.
Oh wow! Yeah. And where did you come from?
I came from home, but I had done multiple work things at home as well. So.
And then you went to visit someone.
Oh yes, I also, oh my goodness, there's so many. I actually went from home over to Uncle Sam's house, and I got to meet new baby Olivia, so that was really exciting. And I got to hold her. Cambria was so excited that I was there. She was kind of just walking around and talking for the first 15 minutes and telling me about everything, and then she was like, we need to sit with baby, and can I please cuddle and get cozy with the new baby with you? And Alex gave me Olivia, and we all sat down. She's so cute.
And they know Cambria because Cambria's been on this tea. She was on with a little Norwegian outfit a couple of weeks ago. She's almost 3 and has a new baby sister born yesterday. So grateful to God. The baby is just precious, isn't she?
She's so cute. She's so quiet, and like every once in a while she'll just kind of stretch and make a little sound, and then she's smiling again. How are you this peaceful? It's really cute.
I know, very,
There's
very.
other moments, but it's pretty.
Yeah. Well, and would you like a strawberry? We're just going to go healthy today, and I made some. Ellie likes my mash, right? I have something I make called mash. It's meat based with either hamburger, beef stew, or steak, and then I just add potatoes, carrots, celery. Very healthy and kind of soupy. Well, today I had steak, and it's good. Do you like it with steak the best?
Yeah, and that's my favorite. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's really. So she came by and had that, and we're both kind of spinning because so much has been happening these last few days, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But it's so fun to relax, and you know, I just want to honor the graduates, and I want to encourage graduates like Ellie that are leaving high school. Now she has already got really a head start. It's called Running Start. But you know, most people will go to college and they'll get a bachelor's. But if you have the opportunity and you have the drive and you have the love for the subject, I really encourage you to go on and get a master's. And if you really love it, go for the doctoral, because it puts you in a position where you meet people that have your love and your passion. And you know, there's so many things in life we can love, and you may change your major because you're not just biology. You love climbing, you love art, you love people, helping people. I could see you as a teacher too. You know, you'd be a very good teacher, but of any subject. But I think what it is, we want to honor graduates and we want to encourage future graduates because education opens doors. It really does. And this quarter at my school where I teach the Kenyans, Fulbright Seminary, I'm teaching a doctoral course called Hermeneutics and Exegesis. And when she asked me to do that, I thought, oh, I really love church history. That's my specialty. But she goes, oh, the dean, you don't argue with her. She's, no, Dr. Suzanne, you can do it. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I tell you, this has been my favorite class I've ever taught.
Yeah.
I just love it. And it's not just the subject, but it's my students. I have a group of students that I actually taught when I started teaching 3 years ago, and they were in their master's program. Now they are in their doctoral program. So they're serious, and they love the subject, and they want to learn. And it's like we sit and discuss, and it gets to such a wonderful, rewarding level. And I thought, if I could give advice, if I knew when I was young what I know now, I mean, I would encourage everyone, just go as far as you can, because it will put you in a place where I actually wanted to do archaeology when I was young, you know, because I love museums, I love all of that. I never did it, and I don't mind because I read about it. Now you could do the dig. This girl could do it, you know. She's really amazing. I could see you on an archaeological dig. But I just think there's so many areas that are so wonderful, and that's why at college you get a chance to take different classes.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Because it's the private university, I was able to get scholarships, and I'm really confident in like the amount of time that I'll have there, and starting with 2 years, like how long I can take to finish out the rest of it and experiment is like a complete blessing of not having that pressure to try and know exactly what I'm supposed to do, and it's not going to be like stressful to just experiment and figure out things without being so worried. So I'm so excited about that. It's really nice.
Yes, it's a nice campus. I love it, Seattle.
It's beautiful there.
My husband graduated twice from there. He did a bachelor's and a master's, and all my friends, and you know, hundreds of people went to Seattle Pacific. I actually took voice lessons there from a wonderful teacher and did a little violin once, but I graduated from UW. But SPU is really a nice school.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but amazing things about it from anyone who I've told, and I'm super, super excited.
Yes, there's hundreds of alumni around the state, and they keep in touch with their alumni. We always get the paper, you know, and they do so many good things because they've been in Seattle forever. It's for those who you don't know the campus. It's located near Ballard, which is the little Norwegian area near the Puget Sound.
Yeah, it's the Queen Anne neighborhood of Seattle. So right by the Fremont, like the troll that's up there.
Yeah,
it's a fun little walk to there.
And the locks, you have the Ballard locks.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they might even have a sailing program. I don't know if they do or not.
I think they have a rowing team, I believe. I don't know for sure, but yeah. And they're actually like really good at soccer, which I'm not at the level for that, but I'm excited to get to maybe watch some of that more too, and have people who kind of have that shared passion because they'll be there for that. So there's a lot of good sports.
Row would be fun too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you have time for it. It's a commitment.
We do it,
but it's because we have water all around here. It should be more
popular. I know. It's
because
so
I mean,
yeah,
that's what it takes. It takes water.
Yeah, my mom and I were just talking about yesterday how we're entering the season of this year, because summer is, we live on the water. The summer is when you wake up at 5:30 a.m. if you leave the doors open to be able to hear the rowers going past, because the rowers go past our house where we live on the bay, and you'll hear them like yelling with the megaphone and have the boats going by and the rowers and everything like that. So they're up early for that, and then sometimes we are too, which is kind of funny, but yeah.
The rowing is really, I love it because it's such a beautiful, Alexandra, who just had the baby, she was a coxswain.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, at her college, and she did that, and that's really a big job.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, in fact, she actually did part of the men's team.
Oh, that's cool.
You'll have to talk to her about it.
I totally should.
Yeah.
I love that Boys in the Boat movie. Did you
Oh,
see that one?
yes.
That was so good.
And it happened in Seattle.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was really, really interesting, dude.
Yes. Well, what are you going to do this summer, Ellie?
Let's see. This summer I am hiking with my mom, and I have some dog sitting and house sitting jobs lined up. So during those times, like, I'm gonna be around the entire week of 4th of July when everybody
great.
comes in.
Oh,
so I'm gonna
great.
see all of you guys then, which is so exciting. Chloe just texted me yesterday
Oh,
about that,
great.
so that's really fun. And I actually just applied for a paid internship that I don't know if I'll get for sure or not. And I've looked into some other things with, like, water resource specialists, looking into those sort of things, and marine biologist opportunity up in Seattle. So it's kind of just like, because I know that I just graduated high school, so usually you don't try to do like internships and that sort of thing this summer, but because I have my AA, I kind of need to be starting to look at things now in order to, so it's just kind of just ideas. We'll see what actually happens, but yeah, volunteering with the Washington State Parks a little bit more maybe.
Oh, that's great.
Just thoughts. But I have a really open summer, so I'm actually reaching out to like my friends that are out of state and being like, who wants to come to Washington and we go on a road trip or anything like that, because
you're not going abroad.
So I don't have the plans for that then. But speaking of abroad, I did just have a phone call with one of the coordinators who lives down in California for my Costa Rica trip this morning, and I got like the whole itinerary for that and everything. It was super exciting.
When are you doing that?
My Costa Rica trip in December is like
wow.
super exciting. So that's where I'm gone over Christmas this year, and I was like learning about all of the stuff for that, and like we like measuring turtles and going out in the middle of the night and like walking the beach and counting eggs, and like then going on a giant eco adventure. We're going to waterfalls and zip lining and all these things. So that was a really fun little buzz for what I'm gonna get to do the next time I leave the country. But for now, I'm sticking around and really just trying what I want to try that's new before I go to college. So
you know what?
Fun.
That's great, because you want to. It's so beautiful. The summer, it's beautiful everywhere, but Pacific Northwest, this is our glory
Washington,
days.
yes.
We pay the price all winter with rain, and now when I always think when people leave for the summer, it's like,
why?
Stay and breathe in, and I love that smell that when people have a fire going, and they're going to allow fires right now, but eventually it's right, so you got to take advantage in June of what you can do, and camping and all of that. And
lots of camping, lots of being outside.
Yes, it's just that's so wonderful, Ellie.
I'm excited.
I'm so proud of you, and God has been so good to you, hasn't He? He's opened these doors, provided everything you needed. And when you graduate with something like you look at all the people that have been there cheering you on, right?
Yes, definitely.
And so that makes us want to cheer others on.
Definitely.
And you're a girl that cheers others on. You encourage your friends, and I've seen that in so many situations. And now she's my older, you're my older grandchildren.
It's just so funny.
And little Elia, well, Elia, he's been on the Tea Talk. He's 1 year younger than you.
Yeah, he'll be graduating next year.
And he came in from Boise last night on the flight, and I said, I had just come from the baby. I said, Elia, you're really lucky. You got Grandma and Grandpa when we were young, because we've been really doing a lot.
Stuff for so long.
But now we have to keep going. We got to stay young, right? Because we got new ones.
So many babies.
Yeah.
Goodness.
A little flock of girls. It's been all
I know,
girls.
all girls. It's so wild. Yeah.
I know.
Ever since Juno, it's Susie, Daisy, Olivia,
Yeah.
Cambria, all of them. Wow.
That's
Last
right.
5 have been girls. It's kind of crazy.
And yeah,
Christian was the last. Oh no, Finn. It was Finn.
little Finn is surrounded.
my goodness,
he
yeah.
needs some voice.
So funny.
Yeah, because in my first 5 grandchildren were a little group for a long
We're the
time.
First generation cousins.
Yeah, the
That's
first
what we call
generation
ourselves.
cousins. And that was 3 boys. It was just you and Chloe. The boys outnumbered.
Yeah.
Usually in the Shoemaker family, the
It's
boys outnumbered,
yeah.
but not this time
Yeah,
around.
no,
So the girls, it's my husband was saying it's the girls' brigade.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been so nice, and I want to encourage anyone that's has a dream that wants to study. Go for it. It's amazing. I wish I had my quote in front of me by Goethe, It's spelled Goethe. Some people think it's Goethe, but it's pronounced Goethe. And his famous quote is, "When one makes a commitment, all heaven and earth and miracles come and things happen to help you achieve that.
That's cute.
But you have to make that commitment."
Yeah.
And so if you want to do something and you want to, there are opportunities out there, and financially things will come together. If it's meant for you to do it and it's God's will, it will happen. It will all come together. You got incredible scholarships, didn't you? Yes. And one of them is an alumnus from my husband, from
Yes.
Grandpa.
Yep.
Because Grandpa Shoemaker graduated from there, so she got an alumni. There's always one more thing. And so I want this to be an encouragement. And, you know, I did my undergraduate degree when I was young, and before I was married, I did my bachelor's, and then I had children, and then I went later back and did my master's and my doctorate. And it's never too late. I was actually, it was perfect timing, because I would study that even if I wasn't getting a degree. That's how much I love my study. So it was meant to be. And so I want to encourage all of you, there are lots of ways to complete that. And if you maybe almost did it, but haven't finished, complete. You will feel so good. Completing is really the goal. Well, I hope that you have a good week. Do you want to say anything else, Ellie?
Have a happy Father's Day. Enjoy all of that.
Yes,
Yeah,
all the
have a
good
great week.
fathers.
All the
Yes.
celebrations.
Yes, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and push the notification and share with anyone the Tea Talk. We love everyone. We welcome everyone. We want to encourage everyone to know that they have a gift from God, and that God wants to use your gift to bless others. That's the goal. Yes. Okay, well, so let's take our tea and then say cheerio. Okay, thank you for joining us. And God bless you, Ellie. So proud of you.